we're going to be finding the surface area of prisms and cylinders. Remember, prisms and cylinders have two bases. The height is what connects the two bases. So, looking at this figure and trying to decide what is my base. I see some rectangles and I see a triangle. So, whatever is not your rectangles, those are definitely your bases. So this is the base and this is the base. So my bases are triangles. So I need to figure out the perimeter of these bases. So they're right triangles. This side is 4, this side is 3. So in order to get the perimeter of the base, I need to figure out what this hypotenuse is. I'll call it C. I'm going to have to do Pythagorean theorem in order to get that hypotenuse. 3 squared plus 4 squared equals my hypotenuse, C squared. And this is a Pythagorean triple. You don't even really have to do Pythag. You might just recognize it. The hypotenuse has to be 5. Hypotenuse is 5. So your perimeter is 3 plus 4, which is 7, plus 5 is 12. So the perimeter of your base is 12. The height, remember the height is what's connecting your two bases. So this is my height. My height is 10. And then capital B stands for the area of the base. I have to find the area of this triangle. And a triangle is base times height divided by 2. The base of my triangle is 4. The height of my triangle is 3. And then I'm going to divide that by 2. 12, or 4 times 3 is 12. 12 divided by 2 is 6. So the area of my base is 6. So my lateral surface area, the formula for the lateral surface area, remember lateral surface area is everything except the bases. I'm not going to include the area of the bases in the lateral surface area. Formula for lateral surface area is the perimeter of the base times the height. So the perimeter of my base is 12. The height of my prism is 10. And so my lateral surface area is 120 meters squared. And so my total surface area, I'm just going to take my lateral surface area and I'm going to add in the area of my two bases. So my lateral surface area is 120. I'm going to add my two bases. My two bases are both 6. So this is just going to be 120 plus 12, which is 132 meters squared. This next prism, I see a bunch of rectangles, but this trapezoid is what's sticking out at me. So this is my base. My trapezoids are my bases. So when I am going to find the perimeter of my base, you know, this is 9, this is 10, this is 10, and this is 20. So my perimeter is 9 plus 10 plus 10 plus 20, which is 49. So the perimeter of my base is 49. My height is what connects my two bases. So my height is 12. And then the area of my base. Well, trapezoid, remember the formula for area of a trapezoid is base 1 plus base 2 times the height divided by 2. So I'm going to add my bases, 20 plus 10. My height of that trapezoid is 8. I'm going to divide that by 2. So that's going to be 30 times 8 divided by 2, which is 120. And then I can find my lateral surface area. My lateral surface area is the perimeter of the base times the height. So that's 49 times 12. 588. So then to find my total surface area, I'm just going to take my lateral surface area and then add in my two bases. And each base is 120. And I'm going to get 828. Okay, this next one is a prism with a base that is a regular pentagon. So I am going to have to use the 1/2 times apothem times perimeter formula to find the area of that base. So let's do the easy stuff first. Let's do our perimeter. Perimeter of our base. This is a pentagon. It's a regular pentagon. Each side is 8. I have 5 sides. 8 times 5, my perimeter is 40. My height is what's connecting my two bases. This is my height, 22. Okay, now the hard part, finding the area of the base. So remember, I need to find my apothem. So there's my apothem, there's my radius. I just cut that 8 in half, so this is 4. I need to figure out what this angle is. So I'm going to do 360 divided by the number of sides, which is 5, which gives me 72. And then I have to divide that by 2, get 36 degrees. And then I want to find my apothem. And this is my adjacent side, and the 4 is my opposite side. So I'm going to use tangent of 36 plus 4 over the apothem. And so your apothem ends up being 4 divided by tangent of 36. Make sure your calculator is in degree mode, or else you're going to get a funky answer. And you get your apothem to be 5.5055. So my area of my base is going to be 1/2 times my apothem times the perimeter, which we already found out was 40. So the area of my base is going to be 110.11055. Okay, so my lateral surface area is just my perimeter of my base times my height, 40 times 22. Sorry, that was sort of janky. 40 times 22, which is 880 feet squared. And so my total surface area is just my lateral surface area plus the area of my two bases, so 2 times 110.11055. And that gives us 1,100.2, and let's just round to the nearest 10, so 1,100.2 feet squared.